See, when we're born again, we should put our flesh under control. We are spirit-led, not fleshly-led.
So singleness is perfecting the flesh,
Yeah.
or perfecting holiness.
Perfecting holiness,
And
which will
my
take care of
character,
Yeah,
my character, how I handle things, becoming more like him.
More like
and it says, let us. In other words, see, you are the one who is responsible, watch this here, for you. You're responsible. You don't like you, or you don't like where you are in life, you don't like what's going on in your life, then you got to change you. Because when you change you, then everything else is going to start changing in your life. Because the more you add to you, the more character you add to yourself, the more value you add to yourself, the more you will be elevated. The more God will do in your life. See, nobody else is your problem but you.
When we were in the world, we gave the world 100%. So you give your money, you give your time, you give your energy for what you wanted to do. Now that we come to Christ, we should be given 100%. Okay? We got the newness of life. We can't be picking and choosing what we're going to do and do things halfway where you can't get the full benefit of serving God and being righteous and holy, because he said all the promises I have for you, because these were the promises I gave you way back in the garden. I want you to be fruitful. I want you to replenish the earth. I want you to have everything that you need. So give God everything you have so that he can give you everything he has for you, so that you can walk righteousness and holiness. All righteousness is right standing with God.
What God is trying to do is trying to protect. Somebody say protect.
Protect.
What God's trying to do is protect you from, remember it says, and now yield yourself.
Yeah.
Anybody ever been to a yield sign where it said yield?
Right.
Listen, if you don't yield, you're going to get in an accident.
Right.
And a lot of times we're too busy trying to get somewhere because we don't have our own self under control.
Right.
And God's trying to say, you need to slow down and work on yourself and learn how to yield, so you won't end up having an accident that should never happen in your life, something that should never happen in your life, but it's because you learn how to yield. I'm yielding to you as my God, and in your presence, but also learning how to be able to control the appetites of my flesh and get them under subjection. So it says you got to learn how to yield. Are you with me?
Amen.
But also what God is trying to do is to try to keep you from getting into relationships that you shouldn't get into. And a lot of times when you get into relationships that you shouldn't get into, a lot of people, we're only thinking about STD or unwanted pregnancies, or the condemnation and the guilt that will come behind the area of getting involved in a relationship you should have never got involved in. Now they got your goodies and they done ran. But now what God is saying is that I'm trying to protect you from soul ties. I'm trying to protect you from getting locked into a spirit that should never came into your life, because you got a soul tie under the spirit of the seducing spirits. See, when I pursue God's presence, when I pursue his presence, see, God says, I'm protecting you from soul ties. I'm protecting you from unaverted accidents or relation things that will come in your life that will try to destroy you. Because you yielded yourself to me, I can protect you from being able to have these accidents of life's intersections.